Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tina from Tina Stitching Babs and I'm here for another cross stitch update. It's been 2 weeks because last week my little one had a long weekend, a 5-day weekend, so I couldn't record, but I'm here today. Live update, just the same. My hay fever is acting up, my fibromyalgia is acting up, so I'm tired. I'm having much more pain than a couple of weeks ago, but that's life. Let's just say it like it is. But you are here for the cross stitching, so let's get into it. I've got 2 finishes for you guys. Yes, 2. And then I have my haul because my Gecko Whoosh kits came in the mail last week or the week before. The week before, I think. Yeah, on a Friday. That I know, on a Friday, because I went home to pick it up because I was at a friend's bar. So yeah, but let's start with the finishes. This one is my Ultrasound and I finished it. Yeah, not much to say about it. It's 25 count black even weave, 1/1 full cross. The only thing I need to do, except for fully finishing it, is putting the little one's name under it and his birth date, but that's something I'm going to do when I am babysitting and the weather cooperates, and maybe I'm going to take it with me when we go on our holiday in July. So yeah, but for now and for you guys, he's finished. I'm really glad he is finished. And then the second one is this little guy. It's the present for the little one's teacher. The fabric is, I thought it was 14 counts, but apparently it's an 8 counts. Let me check. Yes, it's an 8 count. So 3/1 full cross. It was a really fun one. This one I did when I was babysitting in the evening and the kids were asleep. So yeah, and the green is, or the fabric is washing out because it's a lot more brighter green, and it was just a fun little stitch. With the kids, everything, I used everything that was in the kits, and I even got some leftover threads, so that's good. So yeah, that's were my finishes. Let's get into what I stitched on, because it's the, which I totally forgot to tell, it's the 4th of June 2025, so I do temperature stitching, and because it's the first FlossTube of a new month, I'm going to explain it, or try to explain it in kind of decent English. Here we go again, words. I stitched the second digit of the highest temperature, and I assigned one of my whips with the most amount stitches left to get them finished to the numbers 0 to 9, and here is Denvi. Didn't know if she would get over here because she was lying in my stitching chair, but every time I push record, she comes sitting with me, and now she's sitting over there. So yeah. But anyway, so I assigned my whips with the most amount of stitches left to get them finished to the numbers 0 to 9, and then every day I look up the highest the highest temperature of that day, and then whichever is the second digit I stitch on that whip that is assigned to that number. Excuse me, guys. So this one was for number 3. I have my notes down here, so if I'm looking that way. And this one is Princesses, or I call it Princesses. It's by Zana Stitch on Etsy. And I'm doing the black first with this one, and it just got one 10 by 10 block done. So yeah, I'm doing this is also a 25 counts 1/1. I think all of them are, yes, except one, but that I will tell if I don't forget. But yeah, I'm doing the black border first, or the outer border, and when that's done, I'm going to do the black in the inside and then color completing, I think, but that's still a long way before I get to that. So now it's just boring 10 by 10 blocks to get the border done. And then for the number 7, it's my Fast and Furious. It's one I converted myself with the eCanvas for Cross Stitch app, which is no longer available in the App Store. But this is the whole thing, and this one I started at the right corner, but it kept messing with my head, so now I'm moving to the left corner, and I'm not even doing it in a 10 by 10 block, but just 100 stitches with this one, or at least 50 stitches. But yeah, still a long way to go. For the number 5, I work on an artwork that I'm calling Cats. I converted it myself as well with the eCanvas for Cross Stitch app, and this one got worked on 2 times, so I did this block and then this block. No, those two. That one I already did, but I worked on these two. So yeah, all 939 in the background, and I will be in the background for a long time, as with most of my projects. Next one is Queen of Dragons, another one that I converted myself with that app. This one got worked on for 4 times, and this is for the number 9. And this is an artwork that's the boyfriend of a friend of mine did. And I did 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 blocks since the last time you saw this one, and it's washing out. That's better. It's a whole lot of light colors, and I still need to do 2 more diagonals, I think, before I get to the little dragon, which will be exciting, because then I will have other colors to work with. And then for the number 8, I work on Dragons of the Sabbath by Anne Stokes. It's a retired pain-free crafts one. This one got worked on one time, I think. Let me check to be sure. Yeah, only one time. I thought it was 2 times, but it's only one time. And this one is done on a black 25 count even weave. And I worked this color, I think. Yeah, love this one. And then for where is it? The number 1, I work on the supersized max color version of the Grand Library. That's an Amy Stewart one, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is the whole width of the piece that I've done, and I worked on it twice, and then I worked in these lighter colors, and I'm doing the typewriter method, and then just following the color wherever it goes. But yeah, another one that I really like. And as I said before, I would really like to get to the second corner, but we will see if that's even happening this year or even possible this year. Then the next one is a Zana Stitch one, the Disney one from Zana Stitch on Etsy. This one got worked on 2 times as well, but it's really hard with this one to see where I worked because I'm doing the typewriter, and I just picked 2 or 3 colors here, and then it got worked in this area, but also a bit in here. So yeah, this one is really hard to see any progress. Most of the time it's 50 to 60 stitches that got worked in, so yeah. I'm hoping to get to see the progress on the end, at the end of the year, when I'm doing my my whip parade. I'm not doing a mid-year one. It's taking way too much time with having almost 100 whips, and yeah, no, that's not going to happen. It's also almost the end of the school year. How is that even possible? Yeah, the next one that I worked on for my temperature stitching for number 6 is my beautiful Salamander. This is the whole thing, and I just finished one block of 939 mostly. Is it 939? Yeah, it's 939. So yeah, just finish this block, and then I have to do this, and then I can get back to the top. And this is done on a 22 counts 1/1 full cross. I love this one as well. and my head isn't cooperating today, so I'm sorry about that. Then in May I alternated between my ultrasounds and spinning my wheel for the next time that I stitched. So one day I was working on my ultrasound, the next day I was working on the one that got picked by my wheel, and this one was oh, and I also worked on, okay, let me try to rewind and try to explain it a bit better, I hope. Every month I have like 5 or 6 projects that I try to work on every day, every month on a specific day, and this is one of them. So it didn't got spun with the wheel, it's just one that I try to work on every month, and this is Hazel's Point of View. It's a Dakota Detweiler. It's a retired Heaven and Earth design. Dakota Detweiler isn't no longer with Heaven and Earth design. She is with Charted Creations now, I think, but this one isn't Charted, I think. But yeah, and this is what I've done so far on this one. When I started it, I only had like a couple of colors, that's why this is done. This is 3371, I think. So, but once I got some more colors, I started to do the typewriter method, and this time I worked in this purple. So yeah, just filling in those blocks, and I think I have to do like this, and then I get to move to the other corner again and then do the typewriter method block by block again. But yeah, this one I'm doing for my little one. That's why he's getting one day a month to get it finished someday. And then the next one is also a monthly whip. It's called Angelic by Rachel Anderson. It's also an Heaven and Earth design. This one is for me or for myself. And I worked in this area, yeah, because I'm doing it the typewriter method block by block, and I'm on the 3rd row of the 10 by 10 block, so I'm filling in this part. And this one I'm doing for myself because I really like the picture. It's one that was on my personal computer a long time ago, and I just really like the picture. So when I found out that Heaven and Earth had it as a cross stitch pattern, I had to have him, and I want to get it finished one day. The next one that I'm going to show you is one that that's a wheel picked for me, and it's Halloween Bats by Kayomi Harai, another Heaven and Earth design, and it's one that I got as a RAK and RAK by a lovely lady in our Dutch Heaven and Earth group on Facebook. And with this one I already hit the 2nd corner, so now I'm doing the 10 by 10 rows, and I'm still in the 1st one, and I just filled in this. So yeah, and this is the start of the pumpkin. There is one over here as well. yeah, it's just a cute one. It's not that big, so it should get finished one day. And then we're back to the monthly whips that I work on monthly. This one is one that I charted myself again with the eCanvas for Cross Stitch app, and it's called Eagle. It's one my oldest son found on the internet, and he asked if mommy could stitch it for him, and because I like the picture myself as well, I converted it and started stitching it. And this one I'm doing in a bit of an odd way. I started doing it on the diagonal, the blocks on the diagonal, but once I got into the lightning, it started messing with my head. So now I'm doing the pictures of the lightning, I'm doing in a 10 by 10 row, and then the background I'm still doing in the diagonal blocks. So I just did one block over here, and then I filled in around here, I think, mostly, yeah, and then I did some of the light blue, or I started with the darker blue filling in, then doing one block over there, doing another bit of blue, and then doing another block here, and then doing the lights. It just makes sense in my head, so yeah. Yep. And the last one that I worked on in May is also one of those monthly stitches. It's called TRex Attack by David Benfound. It's another Heaven and Earth design, and this is the whole width of the design or the piece. And I'm in the second 10 by 10 block, so I mostly worked in here, I think, just picking a color and going with it. It's a whole lot of blues, purples, and it goes fast, or it's a bit boring at times, but it also goes a bit faster than having to stop and do, I wanted to say penalty stitches, but it's confetti stitches. So yeah. And this one I'm doing for my 16-year-old. He's 16, but he still likes dinosaurs. When the little one has or got a t-shirt or sweater with dinosaurs, he wants it too. If we see stuffed animals or something like that in a dinosaur, he wants it too. And I'm going to blow my nose. One sec, guys. My nose is itching, so yeah, I had to make that, or try to get that away, or how do you say it? No, not going to try it. But yeah, the 16-year-old is still into dinosaurs, so I'm hoping he still be when that one is done in 10, 15, 20 years. So yeah, fingers crossed. But that was all the whips that I worked on in May. So now we're getting into June. Switching between the projects like I did in May, I really liked it. But I also wanted to get more progress on the ones that were getting picked by the wheel, because if I only work on it for one day, it's getting to 200, 300, maybe 400 stitches if I'm lucky to get that much stitching time. And that's something I forgot to mention. I also worked on my secret stitch and I didn't miss a day on it, or I didn't had 0 stitch days, so yay. But yeah, the secret stitch is something that I did before all of the rest. So if I started stitching, I did my secret stitch for 100 stitches. I did my temperature stitching for 50 to 100 stitches, and then I would get to my main project. So I decided to switch it up, because I really liked the switching between projects, but not I would like to have more progress on the ones that's getting picked. So what I decided is it's something that I adapted from just a movie. Does something like that with her whips. And I also like that Nicola from Simply a Stitcher gets 1,000 stitches in. Okay, she does it in 2 days, but that's never going to happen with me. So I combined those two, and I'm going to work on a project for 3 days, or for 1,000 stitches, whichever comes first, like Jessie Marie says, and then I will work on my secret stitch. If I get to 1,000 stitches before the 3rd day is over, I will work a bit more on my secret stitch, and then I will work 3 days on a different whip. Some days will be for my focus for a finish whip, which I will show you in a second. And then my monthly whips will still get their designated dates. So on the 8th I will work on my wolf, on the 18th I will work on my family portrait, on the 31st I will work on my TRex, and there are some more that I can't think of right now, but that's the plan from now on. So the first whip that I spun was Mini Dragon Whip by Anne Stokes. It's Retired Heaven and Earth design, and it's done on a 25 count black even weave 1/1/4 cross, and this one has a lot more hanging threads because I don't like to make counting mistakes. But this one got for 2 days 351 stitches, I think, if I counted correctly. So this will be the 3rd day today, but I won't be getting to 1,000 stitches, but that's okay. It got some progress, and next year, which I will explain in a bit as well, this one will be my focus for the finish, because then it will be the one with the least amount of stitches left to get finished. But yeah, and I will need to pause my video in a couple of minutes because my memory is almost completely used. So yeah, I will get cut off in 2 minutes, but this is one that I will be working on today, and I will just pause this one and get to you in a bit. Sorry about that. I have like half an hour on my tablet to record, and apparently I'm a bit talky today, so yeah. But we were talking about this one, 25 counts, black Ada, black even weave. I don't work on Ada or only when it's in a kit. But yeah, I did 351 stitches over the last 2 days, and I will be working on this one for today as well, and then tomorrow I will be working on my secret stitch. So yeah, and then the last one of my whips that I'm going to show you, which is now my focus for the finish. It's called Hang On. It's an artisy, and the artwork is by Kayomi Harai, and it's this little guy. You can see his eye, and there's the other one. But yeah, this one is on a 20 count, I think. Opalescent. I don't know if you can see the sparkles, but it's cute. So yeah, this one is now my focus for the finish. It's the one with the least amount of stitches left to get him finished. I think I'm at 18,000 and a bit, and accordingly to Stitch Bell, if I do 500 stitches every week, this one will be done in 36 weeks, which will be the beginning of February. So yeah, the plan is to work on this one every Sunday, or if I have a monthly whip on a Sunday, then I will be working on it on a Monday, so that it will get his stitches every week. 500 stitches on a Sunday isn't much if we don't have things to do, or if I don't have to work that day, but yeah, we will see. It should be done the beginning of February next year. So yeah, and then after that one is done, this one should be my my next focus for the finish. But it's not that I dislike working on it, but it goes a lot slower on that one because it's on black fabric, and it's a lot of confetti stitches, so yeah, we will see. And then I have one more thing to show you. My bee got delivered. It was actually fast. After I got the email from Gecko Whoosh, it took a little less than a week to get to Belgium, and then once I paid my what's it called, import taxes, I got it in 2 days, 3 days. Yeah, I paid them on a Tuesday and I got it on a Friday. But yeah, he was wrapped in a wet plastic bag, and I think he got handled well. And then you have like that ribbon was tied to the handles. I already opened it, but I haven't started it yet. And then the fabric and the flosses came in this bag. And then you have like a little needle minder. This is Budgie's pick, so that's this little guy, and he it picks. Now my brain is you get to okay, slow down. My head is turning every way and I can't get it out. Just on Gecko Whoosh you get to select a every week you get to select a pattern that you want, the fabric that you want, and then if it gets voted on and it has like 5 or more votes on it, it will it's a budget's pick, and then it's when it's a budget's pick you have like a week to order it. There are 7 available for 7 days, and if they are gone, they are gone. If after a week there are a couple of patterns or packages left, then that deal disappears because you have you get like 15 or 20% off. And I hope I'm explaining it correctly. If you are interested, just go look on the Gecko Whoosh Facebook group or their site. They have like a whole section explaining it. But yeah, you get like this little needle minder, and then this one is 25 counts, and it's the Easy Guide, which I have never used, so I'm a bit hesitant to use it, but we will see if it's working or not. If it's not, I'm just going to replace it with some fabric that I still have in my stash, and then you have like the threads in these, and then a needle, yeah, that's attached. So yeah, when I got it, I was really tempted to start it right away, but then after some thoughts, if I start this one, then I have to make time for it, which takes away time or stitching time on all of my other projects. So now it's on my wheel. So if it gets picked before our holiday in July, I will start it, and then it will be put away probably. If it's not started before we go on holiday in July, I'm most likely going to take it with me and start it then. So yeah, and that will mean that it will get 2 weeks of stitching time, which is on holidays I get to stitch more than at home. So yeah, but that's it. That's all that I wanted to show. Next week I won't be able to film again because I have to work in the afternoon, or I have to babysit in the afternoon until late at night, and the hubby has taken a day off to look after the little one that day, so he's at home and I don't want to record when someone is home. So yeah, it will be in 2 weeks, and then I'm already going to say it, but during the summer holidays, which starts on the 30th of June, my updates will be not consistent. with the little one being at home and the two other ones, the 14-year-old and the 16-year-old at home, I don't think I will be able to film, but we will see. I'm not making any promises. I will try to record during that period, because we have a long summer holiday or a summer break. It starts the 30th of June and school only starts the beginning of September, so we have like 2 whole months to bridge, or to we just have 2 months of summer break. So yeah, that's a long time. But anyway, I'm rambling again, like I always do at the end of my updates. Yeah, so I will see you in 2 weeks. Happy stitching. Bye.